Hello boys and girls, it's your boy Amplifier, and today, as I promised you, I will do a PvP guide about Battlemages. So I would start with a small gameplay, a small PvP with my Battlemage. So you will be getting you will experience my damage, my play style, so you will be able to see how can a Battlemage turn the game and actually carry the game. So I hope you enjoy it, and after the fight I will explain the talents, the sigils, gear, everything else, and you'll be able to do the same damage and just nuke people. So guys, enjoy. So guys, as you can see, it's pretty easy to play as a Battlemage in PvP. Just make sure you're playing the correct talents, the correct gear, and make sure you're playing as a team, not like playing for yourself only, going for the kills and not caring about everything else. So let me explain what happened in this video that I showed you. So basically, me as a tank, I should be all the time inside the circle where the wagon is, and make sure I'm always inside so nobody will take control of the wagon. So, and anything else, for example, DPSing, you will DPSing first the DPS. You will try to kill first the DPS. You will not go for the healers. You will not go, of course, not for the tanks. If you're seeing that the healer is trying to rest everybody, you will just teleport on him and just go back again in the circle and keep the healer in combat, so he will be not able to rest his team. It's pretty easy. You're gonna get used to it, of course, guys. I mean, you need practice, of course. If you're a new player, you're getting a bit more how to explain it. It's not gonna be so easy for you for the first time because you will not have the same gear that I have, but if you are consistent and playing every day the game, in maybe 1 month you will be able to buy all the PvP gear, and that will bring you a lot further. So let's start with talents. So I'm using very strange talents, you will see now, but I will explain why. First of all, you're getting resistance, because in PvP you need more resistance because there are more spellcasters and you need to resist the damage that they deal. Then I'm getting the fittest because I'm getting slowed and crowd controlled like stun, charm, etc, etc. So basically I will receive more armor, 20% more armor, and resistance as well. So again, resistance, that's very important, remember that. Then I'm getting the healing effect because in PvP your healing effects are reduced because it's a PvP. So you need the healing effect because if you have a teammate that is a healer, you'll be able to heal 5% more. So very important, take it. Then you have Splendor. This talent is very important as well because for PvP it's pretty amazing, because if somebody crits you with a spell damage, you will receive 10% spell resistance for 4 seconds. So basically you're getting again resistance. Very nice talent. Then you'll go for the block rating because we will not go for the parry, because parry is for melee players, and 99%, okay, not 99, like 90% of the time they are like Crystal Shapers, Arcane Scholars, Frost Whisperers, Necromancers. So basically, yeah, nobody's will parry your spells if you are those classes. So basically you need block rate. Block rate will reduce the incoming damage, but not in a great amount, but still it's something than nothing. So go for the block rating. Then I took the 4% decrease damage when I'm below 30%. I know as a tank you should not go under 30%, but it's a PvP, guys, it's not PvE. So in PvP it's very easy to go under 30%, so make sure you get this talent. So then you go down, you're gonna get of course the resistance rate. You need resistance, you don't need dodge rating, just go for the resistance and you're gonna be fine. And the last talent that I'm getting from Iron God is the Savage buff, aka the talent. It gives you armor, so basically more damage, and resistance every 10 seconds. So basically you're okay, not this word, you're amazing tank in PvP. In strategist I don't take anything, you don't need to go there, you go for combat, because here are very important talents that you need. Of course you're gonna go for the attack rating, you just get the attack rating. Then on the second row you're gonna get the Call of the Week. This talent is pretty amazing because if you slow the target you will deal 10% more increased damage. As you can saw in the first video that I killed the first person, first I slowed him, then I used my main ability and I critted him like 2 million. So he was on 5% HP or something like that. So pretty amazing talent, make sure you take it. Of course you're gonna go for the attack speed because you need attack speed for your critical strikes, because if you crit you will get your Savage buff, you will get your careful aim, that's the next talent. So you will get your careful aim if you have more haste, if you have more auto attacks, and yeah, make sure to take the haste, the attack speed. Of course you're gonna go 9 points for crit rate and at least 1 point for Soul Blade, because if you're gonna play only PvP you'll concentrate on your artifacts that you have more crit rating and Soul Blade as well. And then I'm getting for ambush, because your targets when they are above 80% HP you'll be receiving 8% more crit rate. So basically if you have 92% crit rate versus level 80, with this talent you will have 100% crit rate, but it does not mean that you will crit every single time to this target, because every single character has crit crit damage resistance and crit resistance. So I will explain what I mean. Mastery, you stay the same. Electric armor because of the resistance, of course. Talents, we spoke already. Sigils, you go full flat stats and crit rating. As you can see, I have 13% crit rating and everything else is flat stats. And skills. About skills, Draining Touch, you're gonna use another engraving that slows the target, so make sure you use it. And for PvP, I recommend if you're playing small PvPs like just I showed you, you will use Power Surge. If you're going for the big PvPs, like when you know that at least 3 or 4 targets will fight you, you will always use the old skill, because the old skill, it stuns, it interrupts, and it deals exactly the same damage as Power Surge. But if you have less targets, you should use Power Surge because it's range damage and you can easily kill people, because with the old spell you need to be close to people, and with the new skill no need to be close to them, just nuke them from far away. So pretty amazing talent. And of course you're gonna use Sharp because of the 5% more damage increase. Arcane Explosion is the same as PvE, and everything else is cooldown reduction. In engravings, I will recommend in inscriptions for Draining Touch, of course, cooldown reduction. And for Power Surge, you're gonna go for crit damage and damage. And actually that's it. Everything else for all other spells and talents, no need to, for all other spells you don't need inscription. Don't waste your inscription points. Just make sure you have at least for those two the most important inscriptions, and you'll be fine. So what else? Now, runes. I know my runes are very forward, they are gold runes and etc, but make sure you have at least the first one at number, let me see, I think it was 15, yes, at number 15. Just because not of those stats that you see, just because of the extra stats here. When your rune riddle is activated, your attacks, so basically your attacks, doesn't matter, auto attack, spell attacks, doesn't matter, that's why you need the attack speed and haste, have 15% chance to inflict mortal wounds to the target, reduces their healing received by 20%. That's 20% is with purple runes, no need to be golden runes. So basically, if you're having a lot of attack speed and haste rating, you will be able to have very high chance to add healing reduce for any target that you're targeting with your spell damage or attackers. So 20% healing receive reduce, it's a lot. So, and movement reduce as well. I just saw it with 20%, 25% more movement reduce as well. So it's pretty amazing talent. If you have it on full gold like me, it's gonna be 40% healing receive reduced. So that's amazing. That's one of the best runes for PvP. So for the first book you're gonna use 15. For the second you're gonna use 15 as well. For the third you're gonna use 15 as well. For the fourth book you're gonna use 15 as well. Then you're gonna go for the flat stats and crit rating, that's number 13. So flat stats, strength, dexterity because of the armor, and crit rating and intellect. And it gives crit rating when it's all unlocked. So important, take it. The fifth book you're gonna use number 15 again. Number 6 you're gonna use number 8. That's the only riddle that you can use actually, even in PvE, so just take this one. The 7th book you're gonna use flat stats again, and I think it's crit rating. Yeah, it's crit rating as well, so dexterity, strength and crit rating. and extra crit rating from the extra spell, extra bonus, so pretty amazing, and flat stats as well, strength and dexterity, so a lot of damage there. And for the last riddle we're gonna use again crit rating, some crit resistance, haste, crit rating, and crit rating at the bonus down. And yeah, that's for the runes. If you are playing only PvP, if you're gonna concentrate only in PvP, make sure you do all your spirits, not like me, full PvE, like this for example, not with PvE, all with PvP. Make sure, like for example this guy, 10 PvP power. Then you'll be able to do, of course, more damage, you'll have more resistance, you'll be like extremely tanky. But I'm concentrating more on PvE, so I'm keeping all my spirits on PvE. And probably it's gonna be a big difference if it's on full PvP, but at the moment I'm handling perfectly like this with full PvE spirits. But yeah, you can change it if you want to just play PvP. So that's your decision. Let's see about items. As you can see, I need to level up my PvP gear, but I don't waste my stones because as 80% free to play player, I cannot manage my crowns. You can see I have only 14 million. I cannot manage my stones, so it's pretty difficult to level them up, but probably in the future I will do it. As you can see, at the moment I am 428 item level, and normally I am 480, so that's like, yeah, a lot. That's like 50 item level that I'm missing from my items. So but it's not a big deal. I'm doing this just because of the stats that they give me. I'm using 6 tier pieces from the PvP set. As you can see, tier 2 set bonus, it's crit damage mitigation 10%. The 4 bonus set is PvP resistance 145, and the 6th one is PvP resistance 255, and a lot of intellect, spirit, and vitality. So spirit gives you, don't forget, spirit and intellect gives you as well resistance, so make sure you have a lot of flat stats. That's why I'm using on some of the runes flat stats. So let's see about the stats that I have. I have 1,179,000 HP. That's decent amount. I can have more, of course. I'm at the moment at 70k rating as PvP Battlemage. I have 11k strength, almost 11k dexterity, spirit 11k, and intellect 15k. So pretty nice stats actually. Crit rating I have 98%. So that makes me versus level 80, because all characters are level 80. So that makes, for example, I have 98 plus the talent more 8. I have like 106% crit rating versus player that it's above 80% HP. So pretty nice actually. Hit rating, I have exactly the amount that I need for level 80, so you don't need a lot of hit rating. That's why my talents, they are not going for the strategist tree, they are going for the combat tree, that I can have more crit rating and crit damage and etc. So hit rating, it's not important. At least you need to have 100% that you will be able to hit level 80 targets. Crit damage, of course, it's important, but it's difficult to get with the runes and pets and etc. So at least try to get it at least to 200, but it's difficult to get it. So haste, I want for example to have it at least at 65%, but it's not so easy. At the moment I have 63%, so it's pretty decent amount. So yeah, resistance I have almost 90k, but when I use my spells and etc. and my pet, I'm going almost over 190, 180k, so it's pretty amazing. Armor, I have almost 180k, that means a lot of damage and a lot of physical damage reduction. Crit evasion, that's the thing that I talk about. Crit evasion 50%. So basically, if I have another Battlemage versus me and he has, like me, the same crit rating, like 108%, and he tries to hit me with some kind of spell and he does not crit, just because of the crit evasion that I have, because I have 50% crit evasion. So basically the person that has 108% or 106% crit rating, he will not have 106 versus me, he will have only 56% crit rating. You know what I mean? So I'm reducing his crit rating just for my stats with 50%. So that's why you need a lot of crit rating in PvP. Believe me, you need a lot of crit rating. So make sure you use all the crit sigils that you have and the flat stat runes with crit rating. Please do it. Another thing, crit damage mitigation, you can see it there. If somebody crits you, of course, for example, that person crits me with 100k, but my crit damage mitigation is 26%, so minus 26k, it's not gonna be 100k, it's gonna be 74k. So it's very important to have those stats, because you think that 74k it's not much damage, but imagine you're fighting 3 targets and all those 3 targets are critting you like 500k and etc. You need those reduction damages, because you will survive more and you will help your team more. So make sure you have it. And down you can see I have all damage reductions. That's from my talents or my sigils, and not my sigils, my runes, and so 8% more damage reduction, so that's pretty nice. Then we have the PvP resistance, almost 50%, that's a lot. So basically I'm getting a lot of damage reduction, but still, if there's like 2 Crystal Shapers versus me, they can burn me very fast, probably in 15 seconds, if they use all their CDs. So believe me, it's not so easy that it seems, and that you saw in the video. I didn't have so much bigger competition, but still, sometimes there are people that can burn you fast, so you need to have a lot of stats and defensive stats. PvP power, I have 37.7%. Of course I can have more, as I explained you with the spirits. Probably with the spirits I will have like not 10% more, like 5 or 6% more PvP power, but believe me, that will bring you a lot of damage output. So basically that's it actually. Yeah, of course, make sure you use all the time Iron Will, just because Iron Will gives you immune to crowd control effects for 8 seconds, and you can go out from stuns and etc. And additionally you get 2% damage increase for every level that you have. For example, I have it on level 7, so basically I receive 6% more damage when I activate my Iron Will. So very important to have Iron Will on. So another thing, yeah, the pet. You'll try to get a pet with crit rating, for example like Vinka. She gives like 1.5% crit rating, crit damage and PvP power. At the moment I'm using the Lifeguard Scout, just because of the crit damage, the crit rating, and of course the spell that it gives me, because the spell is pretty amazing. The spell is 12% more damage when it's activated, and armor and resistance for 40% for 12 seconds. So basically I'm getting offensive stat and defensive stats in the same time when I'm bursting somebody. So pretty amazing pet actually. That's one of the best PvP pets that you can get for Battlemage. I recommend it highly. If you cannot get it, just make sure you get Vinka from the coupon change that you have. I think was here. Yeah, over here, pets. There we go. You need 580 kingdom skin coupons and you'll get your Vinca pet. Yeah, make sure you have it and you'll be able to do as well nice amount of damage. What about anything else? About skills and rotation, yeah. You'll use first, you can see it up on my character I have only one stack. Before you go in BGs or something like that, or you want to fight somebody, you make sure you stack your stacks first with Arcane Explosion, at least 4 stacks or 3 stacks. Then the first target that you see, not tank, not healer, as I told you, DPS, high DPS like Crystal Shapers, Arcane Scholars, Marksmen even sometimes, if they are good, skilled and geared, and Frost Whispers. Make sure you use first Draining Touch, because you're gonna slow the target for 3 seconds. Then you're gonna burst him right away with Power Surge. It's very good amount of crit rating that you have. I have, for example, if you crit, he will be like 50% HP, depends how he is geared. And if he's 50% HP, you will right away use your Static Prison. Then you're gonna use your pet skill and you're gonna use again Power Surge, because Static Prison will give you 4 stacks again. And when you burst him again with a second spell, he will be like, okay, what the hell is going on? And he will be like two-shotting people like this. So make sure you use this rotation almost every single time. And don't forget to use Arcane Explosion, because it gives you a spell block. I can show you now. Magical block. You see magical block under the parry, 45%. So that stays on you like 10 seconds or so, and you can spam this spell for 10 seconds. You will get those 30% more magical block damage. So pretty amazing to play as a battle mage. Make sure you have fun, guys. And if you want another videos or something, and I can bring you something like, I don't know, I can maybe next time do a video about gladiators, PvE. PvP gladiators are not so strong at the moment because they are very squishy, but they still work actually. But for PvE I can do a small guide, of course, for gladiators, how to gear him up, what you need, and etc. So make sure you comment down below and subscribe and like the video. See ya, guys. Peace.